Hello there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Uncle Hockey thingy, and we have the LA Kings, all 10 LA Kings teams from the 11 packs I have. The only season that's not represented from the 11 I have is 1965. Well, that's the original 6, and LA was not original 6. They were part of the Great Expansion, but they were not an original 6. So, as it is, 6 of the 10 Kings teams are in the quarterfinals, and then there's two preliminary round matches to decide. The 68 squad takes on the 94 squad, the 71 squad takes on the 84 squad. So, should be interesting. So that means the four newer ones, 06, 12, 22, and 23 are in. Anyway, game one of this one is the 94 team win 5-2. Rudy beats Sawchuk. Yeah, LA picked them up in the expanded draft. 94 Kings, goals by McSorley, Robitaille, Connor Kerr, Gretzky, and Dominic Lavoie. 68 squad, Bill Hughes and Cowboy Flat, the goals. The 71 Kings beat the 84 Kings 6-5 as Dennis DeJordy beats Marcus Matson. 71 squad, Cowboy Flat, Eddie Joyle, Mark Ravlich, Ross Lonsberry, and Bob Pulford. And Doug Robinson. The 84 squad, 5 goals. Mike McEwen, Ken Houston, Mark Hardy. What am I thinking? Eddie Hawkinson and Ken Houston again. Game 2 saw the 71 Kings in overtime, 5-4. Norris beats Matson. 84 squad, Dave Taylor, Charlie Simmer, Mike McEwen, and then Terry Ruskowski. 71 squad, Ravlich, Juha Whitting again, and then Pulford. And then overtime at 12:06 with Ruskowski in the box, Harry Howell. Didn't know he played for the Kings. From Bob Berry, future NHL coach. The 94 squad is now 2-0 in their series. Rudy beats Sawchuk. The 68 squad, Real Lemieux, Bill White, and Cowboy Flat. The 94 squad, Yari Curry, Wayne Gretzky, Luke Robitaille. Okay, so Gretzky with a pair of goals. Anyway, game 3s. The 94 squad loses in overtime. Rutledge beats Rudy, 68 squad. In regulation, Robinson, Bill White, Lowell McDonald, and Bill Cowboy Flat. 94 Kings, Gretzky, Kevin Todd, and then Gretzky with the hat-trick goal. Skating like there's a piano on his back. But at 19 seconds, Brian Campbell from Real Lemieux and Bill White scored for the 68 squad. The 71 squad is now 1 win away, beating the 84 squad. Norris beats Blake in overtime. 71 Kings, Harry Howell and Russ Lonsberry in regulation. Ken Houston and Hawkinson for the 84 Kings, but in overtime at 146, it's Juha Whitting, the man from Sweden, Harry Howell and Noel Price. The 71 Kings for the sweep. You're back. 6-3. Laskowski losing to the Jordy. Man, the 84 Kings had 4 goalies, I think, or something like that. The 84 Kings, Jim Fox, Stan Schustoff, and Mike McEwen. But the 71 squad, Ed Joyle, Bob Pulford, and Doug Robinson. Then Juha Whitting again, Bob Berry, and Cowboy Flat. And the 84 Kings had to have all those goalies. They had 5 goalies on their team. Matson, Mike Blake, and Gary Laskowski alongside Marco Barron and Mario Lazard. Wow, they really had the goalie things. Meanwhile, the 94 Kings are now 1 win away from moving on. Rudy beats Rutledge. 68 squad, Bill White, Ted Irvin, break the walls down. Wall and Ted Gray. The 94 squad, Luke Robitaille, Wayne Gretzky, Luke Robitaille, Mike Donnelly, and then in overtime it was Kevin Todd, a second from Robitaille and Blake. And the 94 Kings win? No, they lose 6-2 as Sawchuk beats Rob Stauber. 94 Kings had goals by McReynolds and Robitaille. Meanwhile, the 68 Kings, Bill White, Irvin, break the walls down, Dean Amato, Doug Robinson, Eddie Joyle, and then Irvin again. Break the walls down. Because, you know, that's Chris Jericho's father. But the 94 Kings do get revenge, winning 9-2. Rudy beats Sawchuck, 68 squad, Lavoisier, and Brian Smith. But the Kings, Mike Donnelly, Luke Robitaille, Alex Shitnick, Dale Sador, Kevin Todd, Robitaille again, and then Robitaille have 2 more for good measure. So now he's got 9. He had 9 goals in 6 games, including a 4-goal game. Rob Blake. All right, so the 94 squad will take on the 71 squad. So they have the 2 preliminary round guys have to face each other for trip to the semifinals, whereas the other 6 will be in 3 matchups of teams that have byes. The 75 squad against the 12 squad that won the Stanley Cup. 75 Kings shut out by Rocky Vachon. You are winning, and Frank St. Marseille, former Blues star player, scoring the goals. The 91 Kings beat the 22 Kings in overtime 4-3 as Rudy beats Quick. 22 Kings goes by Gabe Filardi, Kitchener, Alex Iafallo, and Filardi again, Kitchener. 91 Kings, Todd Elliott, Marty McSorley, and Steve Duchesne. Overtime, Duchesne on the power play after Brendan Lemieux was in trouble for tripping. The 23 squad win 4-1 as Phoenix Copley beats Matt Garand. Those 6 Kings had a goal by Joe Carville, but gave up 4 goals to Victor Iverson, Carl Grunston, Sean Dursey, and Alex Keliev, the pride of Siberia. Siberia. Anyway, the 71 squad beats the 94 squad 4-1 as Norris with the win over Rudy. Gretzky his 8th of the playoffs, but not enough as Bob Berry with 2, Myers and Backstrom with 1 each. Rob Backstrom got to the 71 Kings through a trade with Montreal, if you must know. Game 2 sees the 22 Kings win and tie the series. Quick beats Bethune. 91 squad, Luke Robitaille, Brad Jones, Thomas Sandstrom, and Tony Guardado. The 22 Kings, Lissot, Andre Campe, Avidasiu, Kaliev, Dano, and then in overtime, Anze Kopitar from Edler and Moore. 4:25. So this was like double overtime. Yeah, there was apparently a double overtime. Yeah, double overtime, 85 minutes. Wow. The 23 Kings are out halfway home. Felix Copley wins over Garand. The 06 Kings were up 3-0 on goals by Derek Armstrong, Eric Boulanger, and Craig Conroy, and added another one from Derek Armstrong, but they lost the game. Craig Conroy, Andre Campe, Anderson Dolan, Matthew Waugh, Anze Kopitar, and Victor Arvidsson, your goal scorers. Meanwhile, Game 2, 71 Kings are now up 2-0 as Desjardins beats Stauber. 71 Kings, Byers, Bobby Pulford, Ewan Whitting, Pulford again, Bob Berry, and Rob Backstrom. The 94 Kings, Gretzky, Donnelly, Gretzky again on a penalty shot, Rob Lang, and Warren Reichel. And the 2012 Kings tie the series 4-2 in their one. Bernier beats Edwards. Jack Edwards? I don't know. Anyway, the 2012 squad, Justin Williams scoring 2, Mike Richards, Kitchener, and Anze Kopitar with the goals. 35 Kings, Kosak, and St. Marseille. Game 3, the 23 Kings, do they go up 3-0? They don't. They lose 3-1 as La Barbara beats Copley. Fiala, the only goal for the 23 Kings. The 06 Kings, Dimitra, Armstrong, and JR. Jeremy Roenick. I thought he played later with the Kings, not in 06. 71 Kings are losers. 5-3 is Rick Nickel, not Knuckle Nickel, beats Danny DiGiordi. The 71 squad, you have Whitting, Cowboy Flett, and Larry Cahan. The 94 Kings, Robitaille, Gretzky, Blake, Shitnick. So there goes with both defensemen. The 2012 Kings win 3-1. Quick beats Edwards. Well, it's not Don Edwards because I don't think he went to the NHL that fast. 2012 Kings gave up a goal to Tommy Williams. I got 2 goals from Justin Williams again and Trent Hunter. Now the 75 Kings. I want to find out the goalie's name. Gary Edwards. Okay, I knew it kind of sounded familiar. And finally, the 91 Kings are now up 2-1. They win 2-1. Rudy beats Quick. Kaliev, the only goal for the 22 squad, but the 91 squad. John Tonelli and Mike Donnelly with the goals. Every series is at 2-1, so Game 4, the 94 Kings have tied the series 5-1. Stauber beats Shorty. 71 Kings, Pulford has 6. Then Sador has 2nd. Robitaille has 11th. Reichel has 2nd. John Drews popped up out of there, 94 Kings. And Mike Donnelly has 4th. Anyway, the 75 Kings tied their series with the 12 squad. Vachon with a shutout. Kozak, Komodowski, and Butch Goring. Remember him with the big helmet? Yep. He scored. The 91 Kings are now up 3-1. Rudy beats Quick. 91 squad, Granato, Gretzky, Granato, Duchesne, Jones, and Sundstrom. While the 22 squad had goals by Moore and Kemp. Okay. And the 23 Kings are now 1 win away, 4-1. Corpusalo, the big trade with Columbus, so that sent John McQuick out of there. He beats Hauser. Sean Avery scored for the 06 Kings. Arvidsson, Quinton Byfield, Kevin Fiala, and Scotty Walker or Sean Walker. Was it Scott Walker or Sean Walker? I think it's Sean for the 23 squad. Yeah, it is Sean Walker. Alright, so 2 series can end right now. The 91 Kings, can they end it? Yes, they do. 3-2. Rudy beats Quick. The 91 squad was down 2-0 on goals by Iafallo and Arvidsson. But Robitaille, Granato, and then Wayne Gretzky from Todd Ellick. Gretzky's always there. The 23 squad, can they win in 5? No. They lose 4-2. Garon beats Copley. 06 Kings, 4 straight goals. Camilleri with 2. Roenick with 1. Vishnowsky with 1. Arvidsson and Kopitar for the 23 squad. The 71 Kings win in regulation 5-4 to Shorty beats Rudy, so the teams win every game. The 94 team, Robitaille has 12, Lang has 2nd, Gretzky has 12, and Shitnick has 3rd. The 31 squad, Cowboy Flint has 4th, Bob Berry has 5th, Euro Winning has 7th, Russ Lansbury has 3rd, and Berry with his 6th was the winner. And the 2012 Kings win in overtime, Quick beats Vachon. 75 squad had goals by Bob Nevin, Doug Kozak, and Butch Goring. In regulation, the 2012 Kings, Ante Kopitar, Mike Richards, Kitchener, and Lokatanov. Overtime heroics by Kitchener, Kitchener's Mike Richards from Willie Richel and Justin Williams. Alright, so the 23 Kings win. The answer is no, they lose. So now they're in trouble of blowing a 3-1 series lead. Copley loses to Barbara. 23 squad, Arvidsson his 5th, Kopitar his 3rd. The 06 Kings, Vishnowsky, Parrish, Dimitra, and Corville. 91 Kings, they win over the 94 squad as Norris beats Rudy. The 71 squad, Barry has 7th, Lonsberry has 4th, Backstrom has 3rd, and Lonsberry has 5th. Gretzky did score for the 94 squad alongside Blake and Lane. Gretzky 13 goals, but they're not going to move on to the LA semifinals. Now they're with the 2012 Kings. They lose 3-1 as Vachon beats Quick. All the goals in the first period. Willie Mitchell for the 2012 squad. Bob Murdoch, Mike Murphy, and Butch Goring for the 75 Kings. So now we have a pair of 3-3s. First 3-3 we have is a win for the 23 squad, who nearly blew a 3-1 series lead, but they didn't. Copley beats Garon. 06 had Frolov and scoring both goals, but Campe, Fiala, Campe, and Arvidsson for the 23 Kings. 3-3 tie. Will the Stanley Cup champs stay in? The answer is no, they won't. They lose in overtime. The 75 Kings upset the 2012 Kings 4-1. Edwards beats Quick. So Gary Edwards does his job. Kopitar for the 2012 squad, but the 75 squad, Yo Winning, Bob Murdoch, Frankson Marcel, and Bobby Berry. So we have 75, 71, 23, and 91. One of them has a Kitchener Ranger, which I haven't mentioned yet. So it's the 71 squad versus the 91 squad, and the 75 against the 23. Game 1 of 71-91 goes 71's way, overtime heroics. Norris beats Bethune. 91 squad, Wayne Gretzky, Thomas Sandstrom, Luke Robitaille, Wayne Gretzky, and Sandstrom. So Gretzky 2 goals for that team, as he now gets his momentum with the 91 Kings. 71 Kings, Flyers, Eddie Joyal, Bobby Pulford, Paul Pulford again, Joyal, and in overtime, Ed Joyal completed a trick from Backstrom and Flat to win the game. The other semifinal sees the 75 Kings win in overtime. Vachon beats Cal Peterson. 75 squad gave up goals to Philip Deneau, Ante Kopitar, and Gabriel Filardi. Kitchener. 75 squad, Tommy Williams, Mike Corrigan, and Dave Maloney. And then St. Marcel has fourth from Kosak and Mike Murphy in overtime. Game 2 saw the 75 squad win again. They're up 2-0. Vachon beats Corpusalo. 23 squad had Fiala and Filardi. Kitchener score. 75 squad Maloney, Mike Corrigan, and Frankie St. Marcel. Meanwhile, the 71 Kings are now up 2-0 in their series. Could be 71-75. That would be a good matchup to have. DeJordy beats Rudy. The 71 squad, Lonsberry with a hat trick. Eddie Joyle and Yuha winning with the other ones. 91 squad, Sandstrom, Steve Casper, the friendly ghost, Dave Taylor are your goal scorers. Game 3, 71 Kings lose 6-3. Bethune beats DeJordy. 71 squad, Shills Marat, Bob Berry, and Butch Goring. Tony Granado, Bob Kudelski, Mike McSorley, Luke Robitaille, Thomas Sandstrom, and Brian Benning. The goals for the Kings. 91 Kings. The 23 Kings win overtime to cut the series down to 2-1. Copley beats Vachon. Overtime heroics. Bob Murdoch, the hero for 75 Kings, by Adrian Kempe with a pair of goals. The winner from Doughty and Byfield. I forgot that Doughty was still playing in 2023. Anyway, the 75 squad will win Game 4, 4-1. So the 75 squad could get to the LA Finals. Vachon beats Copley. Iafallo scored for the 23 Kings, but 75 Kings. Maloney with the Hattie. Bobby Nevin with his second. Is that Dave Maloney? Dan Maloney. Yeah, Dan Maloney, not Dave Maloney or Don Maloney. It was Dan Maloney. Baloney. The 91 Kings win. Every home team's won. Bethune beats DeJordy. The 71 squad, Ravlich, Lonsberry, McDonough, and Joyle. 91 squad, Duchesne, Jay Miller, Sundstrom, Ellick, and Jay Miller. The Jay Miller band. 75 Kings, do they go to the LA semifinals? Yes, they do. 5-2. As Vachon beats Cal Peterson. 23 team, Fajimo and Dano. But Nevin, Goring, Barry, and Sheldon Ken gets her Kitchener with a goal. So we have a Kitchener Ranger. The 75 Rangers have Sheldon Kensinger. Kengizer. However you want to fucking pronounce his name. The 91 Kings win 5-3, so we're down 2-0 now. They've taken a 3-2 lead in the series. Bethune beats DeJordy. 71 Kings, Mike Byers losing Grenier and Yua winning his ninth, but the 91 Kings, Duchesne, McSorley, Granado, Kudelski, and Ellick. Can the 91 Kings move on? The answer is yes. They come back from 2-0 down to win in 6. Rudy beats DeJordy. 71 Kings, Cowboy Flett, Doug Robinson, and Yua winning his 10th, but it's all for naught. The 91 Kings, Ellick, Robitaille. Lucky Luke Robitaille with a hat trick in his series. So we have the 91 squad and the 75 squad left. 91. Rudy 5-1, Bethune 3-2. 5-6 game series. Gretzky has 16 points, 12 assists. Robitaille 14 points out of 10. And the 75 squad. 75 squad. Rookie Vachon 7-2 with a 1.58 goals against. He's going to be tough to beat. They had to beat the 2012 Kings in Game 7, and then they had an easier time with the 23 squad. You are winning with 12 points. Dan Maloney with 9. Sheldon Ken gets her Kitchener Rangers. So there at 91 Kings, there's somebody with 4 assists by the name of Larry Robinson. He's a former Kitchener Ranger. So we will actually have a Kitchener Ranger for representing LA, whether it be the 75 squad or the 91 squad. Who will it be? Who shall it be? By the way, none of the franchises that have started, none of the franchises that I've covered have had their 91 teams represented. So this would be the first 91 team. 75, you'll be asking how many teams from 1975? And there is 2 of them. The Honors in Philly. So I believe we're going to go with Anaheim next. Yes, we will. So, by the way, I have decided that Anaheim will complete the California double, and we'll talk about the Ducks. Anyway, the 91 Kings and the 75 Kings, Game 1. Sees the 91 Kings in overtime. Rudy beats Vachon. 75 Kings, Maloney has 6 from Nevin and Hutchinson, but Tonali from Jones and Gretzky in regulation and overtime on the power play with Dave Hutchinson in the box. Granado from Robitaille and Gretzky. Game 2 sees the 75 Kings get revenge in overtime. Fashon beats Rudy. 91 Kings, Kudelski, Casper, and Ellick. Gretzky with 1 assist. 75 Kings, Dan Maloney, Bob Nevin, and Butch Goring. In overtime at 149, Maloney has 8 from Murphy and Carr. He's coming up the rear fast. Series tied 1-1. Game 3 sees the 75 team up 5-3 as Edwards beats Bethune. 75 Kings were up 4-0. Bob Murdoch, Don Kozar, Gene Carr, and Dan Maloney. And then St. Messiah with the empty netter. 91 Kings, 3 goals. Duchesne, Robitaille, and Benning. Gretzky had only 1 assist. Game 4, is the 75 Kings, now 1 win away. Edwards beats Rudy. 91 Kings, Ellick has 6. Cosart, Mike Murphy, Tommy Williams, and Bob Berry for the 75 squad. So it looks like the 75 squad are going to be the Kings representatives. They are. So the 1975 LA Kings. I think they fell in the quarterfinals. Yeah, they did. They fell to the Leafs in the quarterfinals. I remember that. They were highly rated to beat the Leafs, but the Leafs shocked them in the quarterfinals in real life. So the 75 squad 3-1 as Fashon does his job against Kelly Rudy. Luke Robitaille scored his 10th goal. Gretzky got 18 assists in the postseason, but that's all for naught. No Gretzky for that team. Same Marcel. Dan Maloney has 10th. He was on fire. How many goals did he have in that final? By the way, Bob Berry. Dan Maloney. Let's see. 6. So he had 5. So Dan Maloney had 5 goals in those 5 games for the 75 Kings. Well, that's it. 75 Kings win this game. And they win the series. So let's get out. New playoffs. We'll go to the Ducks. 93-94. Yeah, it says Mighty Ducks instead of Anaheim. I kind of think that's kind of pathetic. But anyway, yeah, so 93-94, the Ducks started. So they will have 5 teams. Yeah, the Mighty Ducks, and then they changed it to the Ducks. Alright, create the playoffs, 5 teams. There will be 2012 and 20, so it's 94 versus 12. The winner will join the 22, 23, and 06 squads. In the semifinals, we're just going to quick play the playoffs. And it's a 6-game series for the 94 Ducks, winning 42 as Hebert beats Hiller. And Corey Perry scored twice in the 2012 team, but they lost. So the 94 team will face the 06 team. So it's going to be, we're going to see an Anaheim team against a Ducks team versus a Mighty Ducks team, no matter what. Okay, kind of weird and all that, I know, but we'll see what happens. 22 versus 23. First blood to the 22 squad, 3-2 as John Gibson. Kitchener beats Dostal. 22 squad, Henrique, Terry, Adam Henrique, Troy Terry, and Sam Carrick. 23 squad, Mark Jones and Frankie Fatrano. And no, he was not a Kitchener Ranger, I've checked. On the Mighty Ducks side, the 06 team wins 2-1 as Shigeru beats Sheltelenkov. 06 team, Andy McDonald and Zenon Konopka scoring. Joe Sacco for the 94 team, not Sakic, Sacco. Game 2 of the Ducks series, 94 wins. They'll split the first 2 games. Hebert with the win over Bresgalov. 06 Ducks, Konopka, Getzlov, and McDonald. Man, Zenon Konopka, 3 goals in 2 games. What's with them? 94 team, Corkum, Holder, Corkum, and then Sweeney, and then in overtime, Sacco, his 4th from Troy Loney. So another game-winning goal by the Joe Sacco. Well, he ended the first round against the 2012 team. The 22 team wins 5-3 as Gibson beats Gibson, so we're definitely going to see a Kitchener Ranger in the final. John Gibson will be one of those teams. Game 3 sees the 22 squad win 4-3 as Gibson beats Gibson again. Seagrass, the hero, and Terry and Steele. insurmountable 3-0 series lead. The 94 team wins in overtime. Again, Hebert beats Sugar. The 06 team 2-0. Scott Niedermeyer and Chris Kunitz. Sean Van Allen and Tim Sweeney tied it. Sweeney with 4 seconds left. And in overtime at 11 minutes, it was Bobby Dulles, not Dallas, Dulles, from Semenoff and Sean Hill. 94 Ducks will lose game 4. It's 2-2. Sugar beats Hebert. The 94 team, Gary Falk and Alex Semenoff. The 06 squad, Joffrey Lupo, Sam Paulson, and Lupo again. 22 Ducks, do they have to sweep? They do, 2-1. As Gibson beats Gibson. Mason McTavish is the hero. Well, sorry, Sam Carrick is the hero. So the 22 Ducks with the big sweep. So now they have a little bit of time to wait for their opponent. In the final, the 06 Ducks could be it, 2-1. Sugar beats Hebert. 94 Ducks, Ferner. Chris Kunitz and Timu Solani for the 06 team. And that's not it. The 94 Ducks win on the road. Sheltelikov beats Briskelov. The 94 team, Peter Doris, Stephen King, and Sean Van Allen. The 06 team, Ryan Getzlaff and Jeffrey Friesen. Series tied 3-3. I actually want the 94 team to win, if anything. And I'm correct, 3-2. Hebert beats Sugar. 94 team, Peter Dulles, Bobby Dulles, and Stu Brimson. Paulson and Kunitz for the 06 squad. So, final sees the 22 Ducks against the 94 Ducks. I think they both missed the playoffs. I think. I have to take a look at the... Yeah, the Ducks, those two teams did not make the playoffs. Those two Ducks teams did not make the playoffs. So I'll have to find an opponent. Let's go Vancouver. So Vancouver will get the next video. We'll start the next video. Video 11 will be Vancouver starts it off. Might as well make it a Canadian team. I was thinking Ottawa, but I'll go Vancouver first. Alright, 22 versus 94. Who's going to make it? The 94 team strikes first 4-1 as Guy Hebert beats Kitchener's Sean Gibson. 22 squad, Mayhew his first, but Corkum, LeBeau, Sacco, and David Williams, I guess that's his name. So yeah, the 22 squad. If the 22 Ducks win, that's the 7th different franchise that will have a team from 2022 in it. On the other side, the 94 squad, the 94 Ducks, if they win, they're the 2nd team from 94. New Jersey is the only other team from the 94 team. And did I jinx the 94 team? No, I didn't. 3-2 as Hebert beats Gibson again. 94 squad, Terry Yake, Gary Falk, and then Gary Falk again. Maxime Comtois and Trevor Seagrass for the 22 Ducks. And the 94 Ducks win 4-1, so it looks like game, set, match, I think for sure. Yeah, for sure, it's game, set, match. Hebert beats Dostal. The 22 squad, Sam Carrick is 4th, but Corkum, Carnbach, excuse me, what am I thinking? Bill Holder and Terry Yake with the goals. 94 Ducks, all they have to do is just win one more. And they sweep, 6-1. Sheltelikov takes down Gibson. Mayhew, the only goal for the 22 squad. Terry Yake with 2 goals. Todd Ewing with 2. Carnbach and Grimson with the others. You really think Todd Ewing, a goal scorer? Really? But yeah, the 94 Ducks sweep the 22 team. Yeah, I know, I forgot to do the whole look, but Hebert 94, Sheltelikov 3-1. Ron Tugnutt started one game and got hurt. 1.26 goals against for Sheltelikov. Hebert 1.84. And they had to go to game 7 against the 06 squad. The 22 squad. Gibson 4-3. Stolat started a game and he got hurt or something. Dostalo 0-1. Yeah, they swept the 23 Ducks, and then they got swept themselves by the 94 squad. So the 1994 Anaheim Ducks are going to be Anaheim's representative, and they're going to be called the Mighty Ducks, not the Stupid Ducks. Although some anti-Anaheim fans will have an affinity to put an F in front of Ducks. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.